Hi everyone, this video is for students and parents. It is a day late because apparently my video that I created yesterday is stuck in Zoom land someplace. Maybe someday it'll appear, I don't know. So I'm making it again. However, what we're going to discuss today is how to turn in your videos if you have not done that already. We're also going to discuss how to request supplies if you're interested in receiving supplies and working from home. And we're also going to discuss what it is that I'm asking from you and the students this particular week. As far as the Zoom video goes, I am going to create another video, which is going to be a repeat for me as well. And that video is going to talk to you about how to take the video, upload it into WeVideo, make any changes that you want to make, and then send it to YouTube and then into Google Classroom. I found it to be easier for myself to send it into YouTube since it was already a video platform. It made it easier for students to be able to view it. If you have a different way that you're doing it and it's working, great, continue doing it that way. But that is what I'm going to show in a different video so that students that are struggling with it can get their videos into Google Classroom. You can also create a video through Zoom, which is what I was doing yesterday, and I've done plenty of them, and yesterday was the first time they ever kind of got lost in Zoom land. And so if you're interested in creating a video right on Zoom, if you create your own meeting and then click the record button, it will record it and then it will send it to your email, and then that way you can upload it into Google Classroom. So that is another way. If you don't have a camera or a phone, it's an easy way to send me a video is through Zoom and recording it. As far as the supply request goes, I'm going to take you into my screen again and show you the documents that you would need to fill out in order to be able to receive supplies. Do please keep in mind that parents, you need to make sure that you're the one signing the documents, because you're the one that will be liable for the equipment that your students take home and any safety concerns. So as far as safety goes of the equipment that I would be sending home, everything I'm sending home is very safe. I thought I would kind of show you a couple of the items just to help make it so that you would understand what it is I'd be sending home. I would be sending home glass cutters, go this way, glass cutters and glass, so that your student was able to make like mosaics and maybe some fused glass that we can send back and forth and then fire in a kiln at school, and then you'd receive like a plate back. But it kind of all starts with glass cutting equipment. Not dangerous in, you know, on its own, but if you have an angsty teen that you are afraid might score your window, maybe this is not the platform that you would be interested in. Maybe you would like to instead say no to the supplies coming home. But on its own, they're actually pretty safe. I do also want to make sure that you're aware that if glass gets dropped on the ground and isn't picked up, that it could become a cutting hazard. But as far as glass by itself, it can be handled quite safely. If you were in my jewelry class, you would be receiving something along the lines of a jeweler's saw. And there's a blade right here. Again, not dangerous on its own, but if you had an angsty teen, they could you know, decide to cut something with it that you don't want them cutting. But on its own, really safe. I'm also, for my advanced students, going to send home wood burners and wood. So again, on its own, no big deal. But they are quite capable of, you know, burning your table if they're not careful. So do please keep in mind that you understand those things when you are deciding with your student whether you want supplies and equipment to be brought into your house. I'm going to show you what the documents that I need you to fill out if you are interested in receiving supplies. So we're going to go into my screen really fast, share screen. And this is what you would see for my Zoom meeting. Okay, so this is the jewelry class. Again, the glass class looks very similar. Here we are in the stream where I add anything that the kids need to know about immediately. And so right here it says, hey, I'm having a hard time sending the Zoom meeting out. I'll do it as soon as I can. If you go into Classworks, there is the information about how to get the links to get to live Zooms, or if you want to see a Zoom meeting after the fact. This is the homework from last week. Please make sure that you have completed it. You can see I'm still waiting on 25 students to complete it. 13 you have done it already, and I know a couple of more have come in since I've been sitting here. And so these are the things for last week. This week, this is what we're looking at, and if you are logging in, you need to make sure that you are reading both of these, because this one is for Jewelry Students 1, and then this is for Jewelry Students 2. All the information should be there. If you are going to request supplies, you are first going to click on the classroom platform document, and this particular document asks your name, your class period, and then right here is the information that you really are interested in. This section right here says that you are more interested in doing an online platform where material science and art and your daily life is going to be your subject matter, and that you would rather do videos and things like that. This bottom part is where you are asking right here for supplies to come home into your home, and so that is what that section is for. If you decided to get supplies, you are going to fill in one of these 3 lower sections right here. This one is for people that don't want supplies. But these 3 lower areas, they are going to ask for the supplies and what kind of supplies that you're wanting. So the first one is, I just want one project. I'm slow at the classroom work, and so I just want one, and that is what that's requesting. This one right here is requesting that you get more supplies for yourself because you like to create things, and then maybe you would like to teach your family member, a parent, or a sibling about 3D art. And so you are requesting just a few more supplies. And then this one right here says a maker's got to make, and so you're requesting lots of supplies, lots of equipment. Anything that I put in there, you are most definitely interested in. These next 2 sections right here, one is for jewelry, or one is for glass, and one is for jewelry. And so you're just going to fill it out and kind of tell me what kind of projects you're most interested in receiving when I send things home to you. This one right here is asking that if you are interested in keeping the supplies and equipment longer, because it has taken us so long to get them out to you. I'm not sure if I can arrange it, but if I can, that is what you are asking right here. You're telling me how long you might want them for. And then this one right here is where I make sure that you are talking to, that students and parents are talking to each other, and that they're understanding that once the equipment goes home to you, that you are liable for the equipment, the cost of the equipment if it doesn't come back to the school, and also any injuries. Again, the equipment that I'm sending home is very safe, but you know, it is glass. Some of the things are glass, and there is a saw on one piece of it. So that is kind of where I'm asking questions right here. And also this section right here is telling me that you have no way to pick up the supplies, absolutely no way, and that I would need to try and figure out if it is possible to get the supplies to you. This one right here says that you are going to help pick up your students' supplies, and so you know that you're responsible for that action as well. And then I need to make sure that you are completing the permission slip. With the permission slip, it just says that you understand all the liabilities and that you're willing to take that on. And some of you are able to print that document right off, sign it, upload it, and send it to me, where other people really, they don't have a printer at home, or they're not able to do it by taking a picture and then signing it. And so that is kind of what this document right here talks about. I will show you what, after you submit this, where you're going to get the document that I keep talking about. And that is right here. So distance learning new document. And it just says that, you know, this is a permission slip for at home. You've already signed one of these this year for working within my classroom, but this document just talks about the liability for doing things at home. So a student needs to understand that if they're careless with the equipment or the supplies, that it could cause injury to the equipment or the supplies. And so I'm asking them to tell me that they understand that. And then right here are the other things that I perceive possibly happening. And so I want to make sure that you are being as safe as possible, like making sure that you're wearing eye protection, your glasses are still in your bins, and that you are protecting self and others from injury. And then you would sign this and then get it back to me. And so do keep that in mind. I need this signature before you pick up supplies. If you are not able to get this document to me before you pick up supplies, I will arrange to have one sitting there when you pick up your supplies, and you will need to sign it. And then it will go into a box that would be sitting on the table that I could then take in and file for later. But I do need to make sure that everybody has signed this document to make sure that they understand the risks. And so that is what I'm asking for from students and parents this week. If you are interested in getting supplies, you need to fill out the permission slip, and everybody needs to fill out the classroom platform document. If you were to read up here, again, you would see that there are two different sets of directions for two different types of students in my class. And right down here, this document is the one for first-year students, and they are going to read through this document, try and look for vocabulary style words. The first section tells you what your project requirements are, and then it gives you directions on how to make the future project that I am trying to send the materials and equipment home for. And it gives you step-by-step directions. And then at the very end, it is going to ask you some questions to make sure that you understand what you read. And you are also going to start designing your next project. So if you're a first-year student, this is what I want from you. Even if you are not going to get supplies home, I need to know that you can design your own project. So that is for a first-year student. If you are a second-year student in the jewelry class, you are going to do these two items right up here. So this one is a video that I want you to watch about how to make an engagement ring. And this one right here is a document that is going to have you do a little bit of research. Second-year students, I want you to look up what kind of supplies were used in the video, what the cost would be, and you know, trying to figure out where you would look for supplies if you were actually trying to make this on your own. So that is a second-year student project. If you are in my glass class, the pages pretty much look the same. We're going to go to week 3 assignments. Again, there are two different assignments, one for first years and one for second years. And then here is the document that if you are going to request supplies, or this one is for everybody, but this one is if you're going to request supplies. If you are a first year, you're going to complete one of these two documents. This first one right here is, again, how to do stained glass, which we started doing in school before all of this happened. And so you're going to read through there. You're going to try and understand the vocabulary words and what it is that you need to accomplish while making stained glass. And here at the bottom is information or questions so that I know that you understood the document. And then if you are a first-year student, you are also going to create your own stained glass design. And so here are the vocabulary words that you need to be aware of. And then you are going to create your own design. These ones right here are all created, were things I pulled from offline. They're just examples for you. I want you to create your own, and that you need to be aware of what glass cuts you can make and what glass cuts you cannot make. So when you're designing it, please pay special attention to cuts that you are able to accomplish, because that is what I'm kind of looking for is, do you fully understand stained glass and your capabilities? So you are going to create your own stained glass piece. Some of you may actually want to make it, and then some people, it's just an assignment for them. You will send me this particular document back in Google Slides. So you will do the same activity that I asked you to do last week as far as the assignments coming back to me. They'll be in Google Slides is what I want to receive back information. Try that again. That is how you're going to send things back to me. So that is if you are a first-year glass student. If you are a second-year glass student, you are going to start working on wood burning. So here's a wood burning video that I want you to watch. And then here is a document that you're going to take a look at. You are going to need to start to understand the vocabulary of wood burning, because this is what we are going to communicate back and forth when we are picking out designs and exactly how you are going to accomplish a really professional wood burning project. So here are just some examples at the bottom of things that you could wood burn. So you may, please ask before you do something like this, but you may have wood spoons at home that you could do something really cool on. And I will be sending wood home if you request it. So that is a second-year student's project. I want to know what kind of project you intend to do if I send wood burning supplies home to you and wood. So that is what the students should be doing this week. And they will communicate with me through both video and Google Slides, depending on what information they are trying to get to me. So I hope that helps everybody. And I hope to see students in a Zoom meeting. Remember, they have the ability to either attend a Zoom meeting live Mondays at 1 or Mondays at 11, which that one's already taken place, or Thursdays at 1. And then if not, please make sure that they are watching a video online. And so that would be found right here. So those are the live ones. And then because I'm making this video right now, hopefully soon I will be able to upload it and it'll be sitting right here, or it will be sitting right down here in their assignments. So I hope everybody is having a lovely day, and I look forward to getting to see you guys in the future. You know, be safe out there, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a good day.